13 of the NFL on EA Sports. Joey Sly set to kick off.
The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13.
Fielded in the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive.
They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2018 in his third season in the NFL. It's Baker Mayfield.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Mayfield on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So we'll look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away.
Back deep to return is K.J. Hamler.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
First down, Washington.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Tackle made at his
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7. First down, Washington.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Dobbins running out of the gun.
The tackle will be credited to Jake Ryan.
On
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Now the
first carry for Cam Akers.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
From the gun on third down, Murray. Got a man complete. It's Hamler.
And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. On first and 10, it's Dobbins.
And some room to work. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Second and 6 with the ball on the 7. Now a handoff for Dobbins.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers point their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Intended for Henry Rugg.
The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming fourth down.
They're strong when they get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
First, the numbers for Eifert in that game last week. 5 catches, 59 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Fournette. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. 8 more yards this time, coming off back-to-back first down pickups.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 41, Mayfield.
And that's complete. It's Green here. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. This will be caught just inside the 10. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8.
It's a gain of 8.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Strong coverage by Washington, and now 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Washington takes over 1st and 10. At their own 20.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. When you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
3rd and 2, and here's Murray. Able to find Lazard. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
To Alan Lazard. A gain of 12. 1st down, Washington.
3-3, a tight one after 1 on EA Sports.
3-3.
On 1st down, Dobbins. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Murray's pass.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37.
From the gun, Murray. And this one's incomplete. He was trying to get it to K.J. Hamler, the rookie. That takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Bradley Chubb able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Got his man, it's Eifert. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a first down.
Steelers.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 10 more there and another first down.
Steelers.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Fournette, a first down carry. Breaks the tackle, he's got room to run. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Yes, sir. Leonard Fournette has a well-deserved reputation as a physical, powerful runner. He's going to drop his shoulder and run over people time and time again. I think he uses it to his advantage, though. How about that last run? Set him up. Looked like he's going to drop the hammer, but gave a little wiggle, a little shake. And what did he do, partner?
Left the defender right there in his wake. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Mayfield off the play fake. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he's got it. And he's brought down. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. They'll give Fournette another crack. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Leonard Fournette
His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. They were able to push him backwards on 1st down, but this time he forces his way in.
I wonder if he went back to the huddle and said, guys, just a little bit more help, and I can get it done on this one. Maybe even overruled the play call from the sideline, just feeling like he had that opportunity, and he wanted to cash it in.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Washington.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins.
And he'll get this pretty close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 34. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 6.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here's a give to Dobbins.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
The ball carrier.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
On 2nd down, Dobbins. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
Jimmy Clark in on the stop.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Washington on 3rd down.
They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Shotgun now for Murray. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Murray staying put for now. They'll go for it on 4th down.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. And my goodness, this is incomplete.
Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out.
And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. And on the connection, this is Ryan Izzo, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now this throw caught left side. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And again, it's Mayfield. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Pushing a foul, roughing the passer, defense. Man, that ain't made no sense.
Oh, they stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they...
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Leonard Fournette with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the 2nd half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Sanders on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette. So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Washington takes over 1st and 10. at their own.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run so far. Back to the air on second down, it's Murray. And once more to Ruggs, this time the catch made. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. He'll get this to Lazard. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Throwing on first down is Murray. And trying to get it to Ruggs, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Second down and 3. Now Mayfield. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 54 yards away. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. We're starting to get near the home stretch of this NFL season. It's Week 13, so let's get an update.
There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23.
Now Kyler Murray ready to get back under center. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, well, get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. Now it's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Murray. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Washington.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down.
A gain of 20.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers.
They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Got an open man. It's Ruggs.
They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
They'll try and run for this with Akers.
And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. It's a pickup of 6. First down, Washington.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Boston Scott, his first carry. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. It's big Vince Williams who made the tackle.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
K.J. Hamler
hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And Washington has made this a one-score game.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Taking it about the 1. And able to get this out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails.
Now Mayfield lost the football.
Baker Mayfield sacked.
When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
Got a man open. That's Harry. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
1st and 10 at the.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
A handoff to Fournette.
Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line.
41-yard line.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the 1st half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the 2nd half. On 3rd down, Mayfield. And that's incomplete.
Mayfield's pass.
He was out there waving his arm saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so. Because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball. And he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
Now we get another look at Washington on offense. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made. And that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
brings up...
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
On play action, it's Murray. Able to find Lazard. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
First down, Washington.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? It sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down.
Second down and 15.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. From the gun, Murray. And his throw's going to be incomplete. K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver. But now it's third down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 44-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
Down at the 40.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
It's second and
8 coming up. On the carry, this is Scott. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 32. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Here's the ball carrier.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 23. Back now in Pittsburgh.
With the score.
It's Washington with the football, but trailing here as we begin quarter number 4. The offense on third down tonight, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. It's a first down following a gain of 3. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th.
The 20-yard line.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And now it's 3rd down. And the blitz does come. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that's a much-needed 1st down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I put it in the hands of my defense here, you might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now. I have to think that the wheels are really spinning in their play caller's mind now. That little setback there on 1st down. They'll have 3 more shots if that's what it takes, because they've got to take field goals out of their thought process. They need a touchdown and a conversion to tie this game. What play calls does he have on that sheet?
Here's 2nd and 9.
Murray going to throw.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Henry Ruggs with touchdown number 8 on the year. And Washington now within a 2-point conversion of tying this game. So Washington now with an important 2-point conversion attempt.
From the gun, Murray. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Again, it's Fournette. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Fournette running out of the gun. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now left side on the swing pass. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
To Leonard Fournette. That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 2.
They run with a former Buccaneer. It's Peyton Barber. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1 yard. Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
He's got the hook up to Lazard, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
It's a gain of 35.
It's a gain of 35.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run on first down with Akers. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They'll try to run with Dobbins. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And his kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
Leonard Fournette making his way back out there. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He's got Green. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he's going to keep it here. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Green brings it in. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
Fournette, a first down carry. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow, wow, wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And he'll get into the end zone as a two-point conversion is successful. So the signal caller doing it himself there on the two-point try.
You got to like that. We always talk about the ball staying in the hands of the best players, but most of the time you want to get it to a back, pitch it to a wide receiver. In this case, the quarterback did it himself.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Now Washington down on the scoreboard. A little over 50 seconds remaining. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score.
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Incomplete.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Murray.
Open man Hamler, that's complete.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First down, Washington.
That'll be caught. Rager with it.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Henry Ruggs, the rookie, his intended target.
And that'll bring up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. That's complete to Lazard. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 16. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver.
But it's going to be 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. To throw again, Murray. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the...
Joey Sly set to kick off.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter.
Taking it about the 1.
And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
Taken in the end zone. And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. A shotgun give to Fournette. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stayed with him.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Just looking down at this with a naked eye, looks like they have about 1.5 yards. Any chance they go for it here?
There's a chance, but I have to say, punt the ball here. Get rid of this thing and try and help your defense a little bit. I know there's that temptation, and I know people have it on their play sheet. I have that one play that'll get me what I need, but if you don't get it, you pretty much handed the game to the other team.
It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. Excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done. Now part 2. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 29, Murray.
And quickly finding Rager.
Murray's pass.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
12.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. A pickup of 5 yards. 1st down, Washington.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what?
On 1st down, Akers. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
At the 40-yard line.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They'll go again here with Akers. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Shotgun now from Murray. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
A bit of extra pressure now for this one on Joey Slye.
And the Steelers signal for another timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This will be from 56 yards out. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. They're going for it. Hits Murray. He'll get this to Lazard. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Tackle made there by Bilal Nichols.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Another run here with Dobbins. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And that carry probably not so much for yardage, just to get the spot that you want to kick the field goal.
In any yardage game, there's really kind of gravy, and this just becomes what my old coach used to say, get into position to be in position. And that's what they want, the right spot for their kicker to line up the field goal.
Face mask. Defense.
In overtime, you have to be smarter than that.
A personal foul just can't happen. Have to have poise.
First down.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. On the give, this is Akers. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Bradley Chubb on the tackle.
Brandon, I'd go ahead and kick it right now. I know it's only 2nd down, but I'd kick it and give myself a little margin for error here.
And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.
Overtime.
Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime. A little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Washington, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, the playoffs look to be out of reach now as they drop to 4-8. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.